So hello and welcome back to Test Drive Thursday. Today we are driving the latest version of the Scania RJL mod, so let's get straight into it. Okay then, so here we are inside the Scania truck dealer. So the RJL mod is the second one along. So if you go to customization and then we go to cabin, so you can see we've got the normal lot here, normal, high line and top line, and then we've also got top line extended and then long line. I mean, look at the size of that cabin is absolutely massive. It's probably on par with the American trucks really. And then you compare it to something like that, which is quite funny really. But taking a look at the chassis now, you got everything from my 4x2. I was just using the 4x2 low deck, which I think looks cool and worked well for the little intro there. Yeah, everything in between, 6x2, 6x4s, 8x4s, 10x4s, 10x6s. Everything and everything that you would want is here basically, so you've got a lot to choose from. We just go for that for now, and also you can either get short chassis, long, again, whatever you want. Engine, so there is a very good range here, and it all depends on what type of grille that you go for, the engines that appear here. So if you go for this older style Euro 5 grille, you get some Euro 3 engines, Euro 4, Euro 5, Euro 6 is in here, but you do get a good range. I mean, just look at the amount here. Everything all the way up to the latest Euro 6 730. So yeah, again, lots and lots of choice. I was just driving the 480 Euro 6, and that drove really nicely actually. Again, as you would expect, loads of different transmissions. You could be here for weeks just going through them, which one to choose. I mean, there is, I don't know, loads. Now onto the interior. Again, lots more of options. So you've got the older style 5 series cabin. So you've got the older style dials, the more traditional shape, but still maintaining the sort of style of this, the way it swoops around. I like that. And also you can see the dials changing there. I mean, just the amount of detail in this is just insane, all with UK versions as well, if that's what you want. I mean, look at that, 6 series standard, old panel, look at that, even down to the seat sort of colour as well, and shape, look at that, really good. Got some 5 series in here, 5 series exclusive, you get that little wood trim, 6 series exclusive. It's kind of cool to see the difference between the old and new. Look at that. V8 custom with the red. Just loads of options there for you. Now onto the colours. Pretty basic stuff here. You don't have any of the sort of SCS stuff, but you do have this nice streamline one, metallic, which looks very nice, I have to say. And then some custom colours where you can change the front of the truck independently and stuff like that really. So there's a good few options there, but we'll just go for this silver Arctic paint for now. It's a nice colour actually. Right then, so here are all the dots. Now I know I say this all the time, I'm not going to go through them, then I do, but this time I really am not going to go through them all because we'll be here for a long time. Now down here you can change the bumper from a 5 series to a 6 series. You can either have it low or high, depending on if you're going off-roading with quarries and stuff. You probably want to go for the higher one, but here's an example of the lower one. Look at that, it does look really cool the way it sort of swoops around underneath the cabin. I do like that. And then a higher one, if we just find one, 5 series, there we go. You can see a lot more ground clearance, and it sort of affects this angle as well. So if you're going off-roading, you don't really want to have a low front because it's going to be scraping absolutely everything. Now over here, we'll start here, you can change the pretty much the colour of the front of this. You can either go for full plastic or a different range and combinations between paint and plastic. So if we go to this one here, we got a fully paint. Then you may be wondering, how do you paint this bit here? Well, I was actually thinking of the same thing until I found this dot here, where you can change the side indicator, but you can also change the sort of paint or plastic part here above the step. So that's a little tip for you. Up here you can change the headlights, and this is a really easy way to sort of bring the front of your truck up to date. So here you've got the old style lights, but if you go for a streamline light, you can see straight away bringing the truck up to date. Over here what we got, so you can change the badge, or you can completely remove it if you want. If you got a small engine, you don't want to let everyone know. This is what I was on about the grills. So if we just go for a 6 series here, 6 series 1, and then if we go for 6 series here, now if I'm right, it should change the engines, or maybe not. Maybe it used to do that. I can't quite remember, but definitely when you used to change the grill on the RJL mod, it did change the engines, which was a bit annoying. So you've also got the Scania text up here. Again, any colour that you want, chrome, paint, all to match your front. And this does look kind of cool with the grey and then the silver. I am liking that look. Mirrors, pretty standard stuff, but you can opt to remove the wide angle mirror, or if you want, you can put it back on. Depends how you feel. Up here you have got loads and loads of sun visors to choose from. Honestly, it goes on for absolutely ever. Big paint for, look at that, huge lights on there, massive LEDs. Bet that would be quite good at night. Also, you can change the intake here. If you want to go for a streamlined design, make it a lot, again, bring it up to date. Up here, you can add a spoiler. So if you're taking box trailers, you're all sorted for that. It does look kind of cool with the sort of spoiler low, as it's called here, on a lower cabin truck. I just think it looks, I don't know, it looks really sort of aggressive and sporty and cool. Do like that. And then for this piece here that fits with the spoiler, you can just simply put that on and it all works correctly. Around the back, all the side skirts options, they all fit correctly. You have got some, again, the wheel covers, again, any colour that you want. The amount of customization on this mod is insane. I'd go as far as saying it's the best mod for customization. Everything that you want you can change. I mean, look at this, even down to the cover back here, the fifth wheel. If you want that painted, you can. Also got some covers, stacks, back LEDs. What else is this? LED board back there. But yeah, even down to the handles. Look, if you have a look here, you can add a little door rail to help you get up. Not sure about that though, I'm not a big fan of it. Up here, what's this? Ah, look, you can even change the sort of outer rim of this, and you can put the sunroof on, and all the antenna as well. Amazing detail. And then onto the interior, it's pretty standard stuff here. You can change the wheel. There's loads of different styles to choose from, all to match the interior that you went for. The rest of it's just cabin accessories really, nothing too exciting. But yeah, there you go, a quick insight into the customization of the RJL mod. So now I'm going to do a time lapse of me building this truck to my spec. Okay then, so here we are, all fully configured now. So I've gone for this sort of metallic blue effect. I think it looks really good against the sort of dark grey and then the blue on the actual grill. I think it all works really, really nicely. You can see all the flake up there as well, sort of white flake. Now I've also got this 18 tons of oil filters, I believe, in this double trailer setup, which is pretty cool. I think it looks all together, it works really, really well. Okay then, so the map's loaded. I'm not sure what went on there with that interior, but we are here in Sweden, as you can see, and we're going to take a ferry over to Finland, where we're just going to have a short journey up here. It's around 85 driving miles. But yeah, I am using the latest version of Pro Mods now, as of time of recording, so that's all cool. So if we get inside, I won't really go through the displays or anything because they're all standard. There are a few things that I changed from the time-lapse. First of all, I went for this interior because I can get the sat-nav, or built-in sat-nav anyway with this interior. And I also forgot to put a fully painted sort of fender, it's called, on there, or like mud guard on. So I quickly changed that. So, but it's pretty much the same as it was. Does look pretty cool though. So if we turn the lights on, you can see the roof lights up there all lighting up, and it does look good. I think the cream actually goes pretty well with the blue. Glad I went for that. But yeah, it is the 480 brake horsepower engine, and I am noticing I'm working the engine quite a bit, so I have to go for low gears to get the best out of it, which I like really. It's a bit of a challenge. You have to plan what you're going to do before the hill or corner or roundabout or whatever comes. So if we turn right out of here, we can get on the road. It is pretty big, this setup now, but the mirrors on this truck, as I always say, are really good. I really like the sort of shape of them and the field of view that you get. It makes it kind of easy to place stuff, because you do get a good sense of depth, which you don't on some of the other trucks that I've been driving recently. Like I think the Renault Range T, I think that was one of the worst for it. Oh, police car, are you gonna turn out into me? I thought you were. Right then, here we go. Foot is flat to the floor now in this 480. I'm going to changing in that sort of blue zone there, around 2000 RPM. I think that's around max torque. But yeah, you really have to work this. We're currently doing what, 70 kilometers an hour, and then we have to brake for another roundabout, so it is kind of frustrating with that, but it's definitely a lot of fun pushing the engine. Right, check that guy's not on my inside. Oh, I think I hit him. Or the trailer hit him anyway. I wish they didn't do that to trucks. Tried to give him enough room, but he's just following a path and he can't really move away from me. It's a bit of a problem. But the indicators are really quiet. Can't really hear them. Luckily you can sort of get a good view of them. It's not like the Peterbilt and American trucks in where the indicators and light sort of icons are completely blocked by the steering wheel. You have to go like that to even see them. But yeah, that is pretty good. Now obviously there is the new generation Scania now. So this is the old shape, really, when you think about it. And I do think it still looks pretty cool. Like when you can spec it up like this, I think it looks really nice. I've no idea if RJL will do next gen Scania mod like this. I really hope he does, but I'm guessing he's probably going to wait for the SCS one to release, and then maybe he'll do one, rather than just doing a straight out mod, because then he's sort of better optimized and better supported. That would be my guess anyway. I really hope he does, because I'm excited to drive that truck more. Did I go for the retarder on this? Yeah, I did. You can see that there by the green icon on the dash, and interestingly, all of the sort of backlighting on the buttons in here is green. I'm not sure if there's a way that you can change that. I'm not a massive fan of the green. It'd be cool if you can get like an option where you can change it to any colour you want, maybe to match your external colour, or maybe even to match the interior light. So I've gone for a blue one here to match obviously the outside. And a little detail about that I've just noticed is when the lights turn on, just watch the interior light. See how it fades on? It's not like a slow fade, it's a really quick fade and then out. That's kind of cool. I'm not sure I meant to go this way around the outside of the cars, but I did anyway. Right, and on to the ferry. I'm just going to fit on here, I think. The lights on. There we go. The engine is really quiet. Do you get that? I do like that, the sort of functional parking brake rather than an electric one. It's a nice little feature that's been lost. Right, let's go around the edge of this speed bump here. And here we are in Finland. There's another little speed bump here, so slow down for that. There we go. Right, where are we going? Around here, I guess. Whoa, how many speed bumps did I want? And then another one. Finland, yeah. Okay, let's get going. Probably need the lights on now, it's getting a bit dark. But yeah, I am sort of wondering how much longer this mod will be supported for. So obviously, as I said, just the next gen Scania will probably be released in the next 2 months, I'm guessing. I'm going to say definitely by December we'll be driving it. I'm on about the SCS one. So, as I said, will RJL move to working on that, and the sort of T version of that? I know they are making a T version of the next gen. I've seen some pictures of that, so I don't know if he's going to move to that, or maybe he'll keep supporting this, who knows. Or maybe we'll just stop developing this but just keep it updated. That could be another option, because there isn't much more that you can add to this mod. It's got so much customization and it's pretty well optimized. I mean, I'm currently doing 40 FPS in a city, and I'm recording my microphone. I've got an interior light which usually takes quite a lot of frames off. I'm using a map mod. I've got all reflections over there. I'm still doing around 40 FPS, which is really rather good. Now with the Renault Range T mod, I'm probably doing around 25 here, or something like that. I don't think that mod is optimized very well. This one is. So even if you got a low spec PC, can still run this mod with ease. It's a nice little park here. Looks pretty nice, people walking around and everything. But yeah, as I said, it's really quiet at slow speeds and when you're stationary. Really do like that. You can even see the interior light from the outside. Whoa, that was close. But yeah, it is starting to look a tiny bit old in here. Some of the ways the switches are laid out, especially over here. It's very sort of blocky and sort of convenience and work over style, really. Then you also don't get a full colour display, you just get a black and white one here. As you can see, newer trucks do have like a full colour display there. But yeah, it still looks good in here. I like the way the dash is laid out and everything. But as I said, it is starting to show its age, I'm guessing. But it still works. I really do like the dials in the Scanias as well. They're really, really, really good. You just have to glance down at them and you know exactly what you're doing. I mean, this 480, I mean 18 tons, this is sort of an average weight load in this game. And it's doing pretty well. I mean, once you get up to speed, it does hold the momentum pretty well. What, we're up to 70 kilometers an hour now, 80, so we're doing the speed limit. And as I said, it is really fun to drive a manual when you got a heavier load and sort of underpowered engine. Gives you a bit of a challenge as well. And as I've always said, the Scanias are really, really good when it comes to sort of handling. So when you're driving around Scandinavia and places like that, you really can have a lot of fun around these small twisty back roads, which is really, really cool. It doesn't feel top heavy or anything, and you do get a good visibility out. I'd say the mirrors, they do make sort of pulling out at roundabouts and junctions a bit difficult. But the pillars, they are quite, I'd say they're quite wide, but they're quite narrow from where you're sitting. So your view isn't that much blocked on the sort of driver's side, but when you're looking over, there is quite a bit of a blind spot over there, which is a bit of a pain. But on this side at least, it isn't too bad, because the mirrors do stick out quite a bit. As you can see, there's quite a bit of a gap between the mirror and this sort of pillar there. So over the driver's side, it's pretty good. You just got to watch when you're pulling out that side. I think we can get some speed up here. Look at this. But yeah, hardly any sort of body roll or anything. As I said, it's really, really fun to drive. We'll see what the next gen's like, but I'm pretty sure it's going to feel pretty much the same. Let's put it into 12th. This guy, he's not going too quickly in his Citroen. What is it? Tuesday night drive in his Citroen. But yeah, put it in 12th, and the fuel economy does go down straight away. I mean, we're doing what, 50 miles an hour now, which is the speed limit in most on most sort of motorways and highways in Europe. And you're doing 1100 RPM. It's really quiet. It's pretty good on fuel. But then when you do get to a sort of twisty road, as I said, you can change down into 10th and have quite a bit of fun. So it is a really sort of nice hybrid between the two that not many of the trucks do. I mean, the Volvo, it's really good on sort of long distance, and probably even better than this, really, the FH. But on these sort of twisty roads, it's not as fun to drive as this is. So this is probably the best all-round truck that you can get. Just coming into the town now. There we go. Nice little drive. So definitely, if you haven't already, go and download the RJL mod, I'm pretty sure you already have. Probably one of the best truck mods out there for this game. There's nothing that you can't customize and spec, and basically your dream Scania in the game. Change it 2000. Okay, so we're turning right here. Hopefully it's not a too difficult reverse. Oh, where's it turning? Oh, there. It's hidden by that bush. There we go. Oh, it's a bit hilly around here. Oh, it's not liking this hill. Keeping it in 6th gear. Now left here. Look at that, Mercedes-Benz dealer. Bit of a weird place for one. It's in the middle of nowhere. Oh, indicator's still on. See what I mean? You cannot hear it. So that can catch you out. Right, which one are we going to? The second one. Okay. Let's hang a left in here. Just gotta watch it, don't drag the trailer around that post. Oh, it's just an easy reverse straight in. I forgot about that because it's one of these. No, I can drive through these. If I don't drive through them, there's no way I'm going to be able to park. Right, so let's have a look from the outside. Oh. Check I'm not going to hit the wall. Right, that should do. Yep, cargo is ready for unloading. So we go. Brake on. I do love the LEDs around the back as well. Look at that. So nice, and it illuminates the back of the trailer as well. But lights off. The engine is off, and we can unload. So we go. Excellent delivery. So we have it. Thank you for watching that. If you did enjoy it, please do click the like, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Goodbye.